Alright guys, welcome to today's video. You see, in today's video we'll be diving into 10 things that you need to know about the new NRS portal, previously FIRS portal. If you go to Google right now and type FIRS, you will see what it will show you. FIRS, just type FIRS, you will see what it will show you. In fact, I love it. FIRS has transitioned to the Nigerian Revenue Service. You are being redirected. Yeah, you are being redirected. So in today's video we'll be diving into 10 important things that you need to know about the portal. You see, this video can just be like 3 hours long, like just 3 hours long, because there are lots of transformational features here, like a lot of transformational features in the new NRS portal, and I give it to the federal government. In fact, they really did a marvelous job on the portal, and I hope every of the features in the NRS portal are working well and they are being put in place. So we are all still yet to test some things, while some things are being tested, right? Some has been tested while some are still yet to be tested, right? So this video can just be like 3 hours long, like I said, but you have to subscribe to our channel. To get more practical videos on how you can make use of this portal, because this video is just about 10 important things that you need to know before you start using it. 10 important things that you need to know about the NRS portal. So if the FIRS thing or the NRS thing is getting confused to you, like it's looking like a confusion, this video will help you. So the first one that we need to know that this NRS portal is more than a rebrand. As you can see here, they changed their logo. They changed the logo, both the JTB, now the JRB. Previously we have JTB, right? That is the Joint Tax Board. Now the JRB, Joint Revenue. So let's check the Joint Tax Board and see if that one will also show being redirected. No, it's not even showing being redirected, but the Joint Tax Board has now been changed to the Joint Revenue Board, that is the JRB, and now the FIRS is now being changed to Nigerian Revenue Service, as you can see here. So this is more than just a logo, like it represents a fundamental shift in mandates. While FIRS primarily focused on inland revenue taxes, that is inland revenue taxes, the NRS is more centralized, and the body is responsible for assessment, collection and accounting of all federal revenue taxes, including both tax and non-tax sources. So you need to know that this is more than just a logo. Like, this is a fundamental change that will absolutely solve the tax issue or tax complexities that we have in the previous sessions. The second thing is that it is now a one-stop shop for revenue. Remember I said shop, right? Yeah, the NRS will now oversee revenue that was previously scattered across various governments. We have a lot of taxes and levies and non-taxes before. So this means that the government can now track exactly what is collected, like exactly what is collected, how it is collected, and where it goes. You understand? Like three phases: what is collected, how it is collected, and where it goes, through a single unified agency, and reducing leakages. It's also reducing leakages, and one of the features that will track this is the e-invoicing that we have right here. Remember, we have the e-invoice here. Okay, yeah, the e-invoicing that we have right here. So this is one of the tools that will be used to manage these three things that we just mentioned. The number third thing that you need to know is that it is now being transitioned to 2026. I know you are watching this video in 2026, right? Yes. So the mandates or the FIRS or the tax reform was being signed in 2025, but the full implementation and the official new era of the NRS started January 1st. 2026. Just like how CAC also incorporated AI into their portal, which is something that we really love and has been helping us to register businesses and also help more businesses stay in compliance. So this is also a new corporate change. The fourth one is simplified compliance, which means that there is end of office chasing. In fact, you would say those offices, they won't see customer again, because everything is now being digitalized. Like, everything is now being digitalized, and the key highlight is the modernization of the service delivery. You just look at this dashboard here. As you can see, this dashboard is well loaded, and new updates are being changed, like such as the tax calendar, and also the tax reform and what has changed, the tax office locator. That is, if you want to check the nearest tax office near to you, you can check. And also, this is where you get their blog updates. That is the latest news and updates and all that you need to know. So the NRS is designed to eliminate the need for taxpayers to run from office to office, so including registration, filing, payments processes. And you know that even as someone who has a tax consultant, you know that if you want to get a tax consultant to represent you at the tax office, you have to pay them for their consultation. I'm sure you know. So this is one of the benefits, which I can really assure you that this is a good benefit that you need to appreciate the government for, because if you can access what to pay, like how much you need to pay, and get everything that you need to know about your tax revenue or anything online through their portal without paying anything, is something that's a great change, right? So the fifth one is increased data security and confidentiality. With the transition comes like a stronger legal framework for taxpayer data protection. The new tax law explicitly includes safeguards to ensure the sensitive financial information of individuals and also businesses, and all of these are being kept secure and used only for official revenue purposes, and that's what we expect them to do with our information, right? So the sixth one is the small business exemptions. I'm sure you will love this more, because when the tax reform was officially launched, the threshold was 50 million, right? But it has now been increased to 100 million. If you have been following up on our channel, you know that we've been discussing this a lot, right? You know that. So if you have not been following on our channel, please do well. In fact, today is January 4th, so the best gift you can give to me today is just by subscribing, like, share to any other business owner or individual that might need this video. So this, under the new regime, small companies, because we now have the categorization is being changed now. We have small companies, we have medium companies, and we have the large companies. So the turnover for small company is 100 million from 50 million, and before the tax reform it was 25 million threshold, but after the launching of the reform it was changed to 50 million, and now 100 million threshold. So if you check our previous video, you see I mentioned that this tax reform is to help. I'm talking about the economic perspective. I'm not talking about the political perspective that people are the political side of it that people are looking at it. You understand? From the economic perspective, this tax reform is a benefit to MSMEs, and that is why I'm a little bit happy, but the rest of your happiness I will let you know later. So because it benefits a lot of small businesses, and that is why we are here. So if you are not up to the 100 million threshold, you won't have to pay for company income tax. Remember, the threshold we are talking about is for company income tax, that is the CIT, and not for business registration that are under the payee, right? And on this note, if you want us to do a video on the tax or the tax structure and the tax payments for business registration structure, I mean those that are under business registration, their tax structure and everything that you need to know regarding this new tax reform, you can just do like a short video of it and upload on our channel. Just let us know in the comment section, and if you have any question, we are always here to help you. Just drop it in the comment section, and our contacts and our emails are always available on our channel. You can just reach out to it and reach out to us. So the seventh one is the unified developmental levy. I could see something like developmental levy while I was checking earlier. I think we have to do we'll have to still check that later. I saw something about developmental levy then, so I think we'll do this later. So the NRS will manage a new consolidated developmental levy, likely 4% of accessible profits, and this replaces several I'll say several alphabet soup several alphabet soup taxes, such as the tertiary education tax, the TET, the NITDA, the NASENI levies. So all of these, they are simplifying the tax bill for larger corporations and exempting small businesses. So if you are a small business owner, this is absolutely not for you. But for larger companies, they are simplifying it. You know, we mentioned 3 categories of businesses earlier. So those are in the larger companies. They are simplifying all their levies, like all their other levies that they need to pay, and not for small business owner. So the new VAT sharing formula, the transition changes how value-added tax is distributed. That is how value-added tax is being distributed. As you can see here, we have something like VAT, which you can just pay yourself, or get a tax consultant to pay for you, or get a tax consultant to do this for you and pay for you. See, we have the value-added tax here, but this is just a search button. So the value-added tax, you can just pay you can remit the value-added tax yourself through the portal. Let me search the VAT. We'll still do a video. So you guys should be expecting like the second part of this video that will explain how to navigate this portal. All right, it will explain fully how you can navigate this portal yourself without any other help, like yes. I don't think this is a VAT. This is not the VAT, because it should be part of those cards on the portal. Let me go back and see something. Okay. A lot of people are on this portal, like a lot of people are absolutely on this portal right now. So because all of these things that I'm seeing network issue, I could navigate them earlier. We'll also do a video on how you can get your tax identification number. Yes, we'll do a video of that. And the NRS, they released a video, I think 2 days ago, regarding how you can get the tax identification number yourself, if you already have. If you do not have, and if you already have, you can retrieve it through your NIN yourself. So we'll do a video on that shortly after this video, right? So you should be expecting more video from us. So the new VAT sharing formula, I could not navigate it. Maybe we will do that in the explainer video of the portal, right? So the number 9 one is one of the most important thing that you need to know about this portal, because the penalties, they are now being stricter for non-compliance. So this is why you have to share this video to anyone who is a business owner and is not seeing this right now, right? So this NRS now, the penalties is now more stricter. For example, now if you have not been filing your tax, like if you have not been filing tax, you are talking about filing tax here, not paying for tax. And this is where people get it wrong. There is a difference between filing tax and paying tax. You can pay tax and file at the same time, and you can file and not pay tax at the same time. It is I don't want to say it's vice versa, because it does not look like it. If let's say, for example, now you're under the small business under the small business structure, and under the small business structure of company registration, and you want to file for CIT, you are not up to the 800, or you are not up to the 100 million threshold. You know, you don't have to pay for tax, but you must file tax, because if you do not file, there is no way they will know that you do not make up to that 100 million. And the stricter penalties, because from 25,000 naira now it has been increased to 100,000. Imagine paying 100,000 naira for penalty for a tax that you not even make up to, you do not even file, or you do not even pay for the tax. You understand? So the 100,000 naira is now like the threshold, or just for example. So there are now more stricter penalties, and it's not limited to that penalty I told you about. If you don't file your VAT monthly, there is a penalty for it. and all other penalties like that that you need to know, that you need to take note of. So the last one that we have for today is the autonomy for state revenue service. Don't forget that we have before under the FIRS we have 3 tax administrators. We have the under the FIRS we have the joint tax board, we have the state board, and we have the local government one. So now, while the NRS handles federal revenue, the new laws empowers states internal revenue service, that is the SIRS, to become more autonomous, and the NRS is also legally permitted to support states and local governments in tax collection upon request, fostering more collaborative national revenue environments. I'm sure like you people will agree with me that this is a new development. So for MSMEs, the immediate priority is that the tax has been launched. There are a lot of backlogs with, like, people are already saying that they should not promote it, but it has started already, and you can see the portal is already live. And one thing you need to know is that tax is something that is up before now. What they are just doing is a reform. People are filing tax before now. I know, as a business consultant, I know of business companies, I know of different companies that have been filing tax. They pay for their VAT and they are staying in compliance. In fact, those kind of companies, they are not even afraid of they are not part of those that are in fear regarding the tax reform, because what, they are already well informed and they are in compliance even before now. So this thing is not something that is new to them, right? So it's just those that are having informal businesses, like those that do not have registration, their business is not registered, and they are just running hustles. They are running side hustles instead of business, such as the Instagram and the WhatsApp vendors. So if you have any of them in your contacts, you need to share this video to them. The era of Instagram vendoring, WhatsApp vendoring, or side hustle vendoring, it has stopped. You need to get legalized and get your structure in place, right? So thank you very much for staying with us to the end. If you have any question you want to ask us, just let us know in the comment section. And if you have any requests of any video regarding CAC, business structure, business strategy, or even the NRS or the tax reform, let us know in the comment section. We are always here to help you. Thank you very much, and I will see you in our next video. Bye bye.